Yes. Record it on your computer.
Yep, just done that, sorry. So, thank you everybody. I'm going to welcome you again to January the 14th, 2018. Cool, I'm really, really excited and I'm going to share my screen. I actually put a slide together. First time ever, only 2 years in the business. And the first time I decided to do a slide. So, there's a couple of things I want to go over before a little bit of housekeeping before I get on my training. And there's going to be a blaze at the amazing Carlin Carpenter's house. Please contact her for details. It starts after the school run until midday. Is that right? And then we have a Discover Arbonne, Wembley, London, my end. Woohoo! The incredible ERVP to be, Regional Vice President Carol Sutton Holton, with Donna Rammel and Esmeralda Pearson, which are Executive District Managers. That's going to be at the Sudbury Golf Club starting at 7:30. And then we've got another, we've got a Discover Arbonne on Monday the 15th of January. Again tomorrow, and this is at the William Cecil with the incredible National Vice President Fiona McCarthy and Area Manager Alison Hutchinson. So make sure you guys don't miss out. There's going to be a success story which is going to be able to be watched live on Facebook on the Hello Future page, and that's with Kelly Atkinson and Claire Slaney. So check that out. There is also Discover Arbonne on Thursday, the 18th of January, with the incredible, amazing, beautiful ERVP Danny Wells, ERVP Laura Leggett, and the incredible Area Manager Tony Hall. You guys are all absolutely amazing and definitely worth taking any guests to those DAs for sure. Another save the date for, I'm just trying to look at it on here as well, sorry. It looks really small on my computer. Thursday the 18th, online again, and it's a live DA on Facebook, so check that out. And then obviously at the weekend we have the incredible product training day, which has been put on by our beautiful group of incredible leaders, and it's going to be 9:30 till 4 o'clock at the Village Hall, Tinwell in Stamford. So make sure you're there to fill up with all the knowledge ready to share with everybody else. So I'm going to do a little bit of training, and I wanted to follow on from the incredible training that Danny done about an idiot's guide, and I thought that was a really good way to make it easy to follow. So I've done the idiot's guide to confidence and how to boost yours. Okay, so I've done a little bit of I can't remember what you call these. But yeah, I've done one of these. And basically I just wanted to discuss a little bit about confidence, what it actually is, how you can boost that, etc. So for me, confidence is very much about courage, about standing forward and facing those fears, because the only way we build confidence is to build our courage, and the only way we can build our courage is to keep doing what we're fearful of. O for owning your power, so realizing your real truth, knowing that we've got full control over all the choices that we make, which will take us to the place that we want to go, to our goals and dreams, or will either take us further away. N for having a no matter what attitude, so no matter what happens, you will do what you can do, and you will stick to the promises and the commitments that you've made to yourself, regardless of how far time has passed. So what I mean by that is, so many times when they're feeling in the mood, in the moment, they're like, yeah, I'm going to do that, and then they're like, okay, well, I've got this excuse or that excuse or whatever. You know, people allow things to come in. I've been guilty of that many a times before, and what I love about it is that, you know, when you've got a no matter what attitude, it's just about building upon that. No one's perfect. It's just constantly building upon all of these steps that build your confidence. Facing your fears, which goes a little bit with courage, and I love the feel the fear and do it anyway, and you know, I refer to that a lot in this training. And it is very much that, you know, Dee on the last call was absolutely petrified of doing her napkin presentations. Like, I can't do it, but she, no matter what, she done it, and that's what it's about. No matter how you're feeling at the time, sticking to the agreement, even though I did push her into that, bless her, but she's done an incredible job. being an inspiration. So when you step up and you show people that you've done these certain steps and this is what you've been doing, you've made the courage, you took the courage, the commitment, you know, going to own your power, you become an inspiration, you inspire others. And I think it's lovely that in this business we do a lot of that. D is for being devoted. So no matter what, we're devoted to the business, to having a growth mindset, and to do what we can to really become the best version of ourselves. E for energy. Everyone knows somebody that's in Arbonne that has got the ridiculous amount of energy. So I always get accused of this because not so long ago I went out with some girls. We had a great time. I was on the 30 days to healthy living, partying all night, 4:00 a.m. just on water and fizz sticks. And they were like, how do you do it? Like, I could never go out partying and not get drunk. And I'm like, you learn to love who you are. So you don't need the alcohol to mask who you truly are, to give you that confidence. So, you know, I'm so thankful that that we've got the fizz sticks for the energy. And also it's about plugging in. So plugging into the trainings, plugging into the DAs, really taking full advantage to recharge our batteries, to gain that energy that we can then give out to other people. N is for nourish. So nourishing the body with food, nourishing the soul with sort of audios, books, you know, really building ourselves up, taking that time out, having the baths, that whatever you do to nourish yourself, make sure that you're doing that on a daily basis to build your confidence too. And C again for celebrate your you know, your little wins, not just about your promotions, but celebrate that, you know, for instance, D, she was absolutely petrified about doing the last training, but she got up and she done it. And, you know, those little steps that you take, you can really celebrate those and stick them in a little achievement jar. So get yourself a little jar, loads of Post-it notes, every time you've done something that you're proud of, even the little things. So if you decided, you know, you wanted to make these calls and you weren't feeling all that good, but you made them anyway, that's an incredible achievement. Write that in your jar, write that on your Post-it note and pop it in your jar. So celebrate all the little things, and then when you're having a bit of a day, open that up and look, wow, you know, I really have achieved so much, and that really keeps me boosted. E is for effort. Everything is effort. Whatever we do, we have to put effort into it. So I don't normally, so when I do a training, I just wing it. I don't really plan it. Me planning it, actually, I'm actually sitting here shaking, my hands are freezing cold. I'm so nervous, which is ridiculous, because I've planned it, I've got something to follow. I like just talking off a whim, and that's how I do it. But I know lots of other people love a slideshow, love something they can look back on, rather than just me talking at people. I think it's great to have the slideshows, and it's a really good way to then incorporate a training style that's available to everyone, not just what's suitable for me. So effort is about putting the effort in and doing it on a daily basis. It then becomes effortless. So I'm going to go on to my next slide. Take a little drink. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. First one being, if you can all write down or put it in the chat box, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you? If you don't feel comfortable sharing it, that's fine. But when I was asked this question, when I went on a training this week, mine was a 6 to 7 first come into my head, and then I thought to myself, oh, I'm being overconfident. No, but actually, and then I was like, no, I think it's a 6. Don't overthink it. Just pop in the chat what you think your confident level is. And I'm saying about 7. And I love that because I love working on it. So I'm just going to check in the box now. Oh, where's it gone? There it is. Right. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Okay, yep. Love it. Love it. Brilliant. Okay. So whatever your number, it doesn't matter. There's always room for growth. And that's why I would never probably say that I'd be a 10. A little bit like the incredible Fiona McCarthy, I can't even talk, Fiona McCarthy, our National Vice President, has put a 9 because she's in a growth mindset. She's always looking to grow. And I absolutely love that. So think of yourself. So I'm going to take public speaking because that was probably one of my biggest fears. And I remember the day that Danny asked me, right, we're going to go to leadership. Can you do your 2-minute story? And I was sitting there and I was like, yeah, okay. And I was shaking like a leaf, more so than I am now. And I could barely get my words out, and I went, and then I got off the stage. And they're like, no, you've got to go stand up with her. And I was just like, no, just please swallow me up now, take me home, I'm done. So it is about building upon that confidence. So the only way I've learned how to do it, then I didn't have a strategy. I just got up and done it, faced my fear and did it anyway, I suppose, because I read that book. But I just want to talk you over 5 steps that are a really good way to improve that number or your confidence. So picture your success. Let's go to number. Okay, so picture your success. So think about, so visualize is a massive part within what we do in self-development. So picture yourself in the very situation that scares you the absolute most. Picture it now and imagine you are the most confident person you know, and you watch yourself act that out as you want the situation to unfold. If you find that a bit tough or you're struggling, then visualize, think about the person that you think's the most confident that you know, and imagine them acting out that scenario. You know, how would they act? What would they do? What would they be wearing? What would they say? You know, how would they prep themselves? You know, how would they execute that? How, you know, what would they do? And then once you've mastered that, think about all the little details. And once you've mastered that, then put yourself as that most confident person. And if we do this on a regular, on a daily basis, so for instance, we've got leadership coming up and I'm at the moment sitting there, imagine myself, okay, right, I'm the most confident person I can be. And I must admit, one of the most confident people that sprang to mind when I was doing this visualization Anita's training was Svetlana. So if any of you know or know of it, I met her in Vegas, and she is absolutely, she's just got this presence about her, and she's beautiful, she's tall, she's a model. It wasn't just that, it was just her energy. And you know, and I just think it's a really nice way to think of someone. And then, so what I'm doing now at the moment is, right, okay, so I know I'm hosting the leadership with Suzanne. Okay, right, I'll sit there, I've closed my eyes, and I'll imagine myself, posture, think about your pose, your confident pose, think how you're going to be standing, think the pep talk that you're going to be telling yourself when the nerves are kicking in. And then you will carry out that, and I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, right, yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing, this is how I'm going to be feeling, this is what it's going to look like, you know, everyone's going to be welcoming and loving in the room, which all you guys are anyway, you're absolutely incredible. And picture yourself in that, and do that over and over and over again until actually when you do it, you're like, oh, I've done this before. Visualization is so powerful. Use it to your advantage. Next slide. And believe in your ability. So believe in yourself. It's a necessary component in confidence. If we're not willing to believe in ourselves, then we're not going to be able to move forward. And it's like a muscle, you know, your belief might be really weak at the moment and you're like, can barely pick up that weight, for instance. But just think to yourself, oh, okay, well, if I continue picking up that weight, my muscles will get stronger. That's exactly like belief. So it is just like a muscle. The more you practice, the more it will grow, the bigger it will get, and the stronger it will be. So the way we practice is to take a challenge as well. So a challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. So when Danny said to me, still getting used to this crazy hair. So when Danny said to me, okay, so could you do your 2-minute story? I didn't see it as I didn't see it as her asking me. I saw it as, this is something I have to do to enable my business to grow. So I said yes. Richard Branson always says, say yes to an opportunity and think about how you're going to do it later. And it's a really good quote, and that's what I try to do throughout the whole 2 years that I've been doing this business. And you know, just think of a challenge that you want to take on, that realize that it's not going to be easy, but accept that you're going to make mistakes, because that's what we do. The amount of times I went, you know, and people fluff it, but it's okay to fluff it. That's how we learn and grow. And once we've accepted that and we've given ourselves a pep talk, and we stand up and you go for it, whatever the result is, you're going to gain knowledge. you're going to gain confidence because you know how you can make that better the next time. You know, I'm not perfect, and I'm, you know, and over this presentation, I've said about 1 million times. So I know that's something I have got to work on. But that's fine because I'm happy to do that. And it's all about practice, practice, practice. They say practice makes perfect, and it does. Look in the mirror. There's a couple of things as well. I did this with Anita and it was incredible. And it was quite tough too. So another little exercise I want you to do, and if you want to fill the chat, that's fine with just one of these. If not, that's fine too. But look in the mirror or in the eyes of a friend or a loved one and do this on a daily basis in the mirror, and just say to your friends, oh, look, can I practice with you? And put, I love ... about me. What's that going to be? This is a really good way to build up your confidence. And we did do this with Anita, and it was incredible. And I wanted to share what I took away from that a little bit with you guys tonight. And then I am. So what do you believe you are? I believe I am. I truly and fully believe I am. I deserve. And then always say, I fully deserve to feel loved and worthy. I fully deserve to feel loved and worthy. And how does that make you feel? I'm just going to check the box. Oh, I love that, Danny. Yeah, knowledge is power and wisdom. Thank you, Fiona. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Love those. Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, trying to get off it now. So it's all about believing in your ability and constantly build that. Confidence doesn't just appear. It's something that you build on a daily basis. Okay, so practice failure. So what I mean is you want to fail to be able to get better. So failing forward is, we hear a lot of that within Arbonne and what we do. And, you know, if you look at so many before us, they didn't just become successful. They woke up and went, yeah, I'm successful. Yeah, I've got it all. I've done it. It's fine. You know, look at J.K. Rowling. She was rejected by 12 publishers. And then she finally got the break. You know, the Wright brothers, who worked on the histories of failures and some of their own, and bam, they discovered flight. And, you know, it's just incredible. Imagine if they'd given up. Right, you know, we wouldn't have enjoyed the incredible Harry Potter. You know, so many other people wouldn't have had the opportunity to be part of that as well. It's not just us, it's so much more than us. So if J.K. Rowling had never written those books, they would never have been put into a film. All those actors would never have got the work, and it's a knock-on effect. So it's so much more about how, you know, what we do really does a domino effect on everything that happens, which is incredible. You know, fail regularly, try something different, you know, and if it's not working for you, ask advice from someone who has achieved what you want to achieve. There's been so many times I've contacted Fiona, so many times I've contacted Danny, so many times I've contacted so many people, because, you know, I want to improve myself. I want to find out what works, and then I'll use those steps. Oh, hold on. Got ahead of myself there. Facing your fears. So, as some of you know, I face my fears an awful lot. And there's a couple of definitions in it. And basically, you can fear everything and run, which is what you feel like doing. Or you can face everything and rise. And I cannot tell you now, out of all the fears I've faced, I've never come to harm, physical harm, but it's only boosted me and allowed me to grow. Yes, it's absolutely petrifying. I'm actually sitting here doing this training. My legs are shaking. They're like jelly. My hands are shaking. It's just something, for some reason, we have this ridiculous chimp in our head telling us, you're not good enough. Why are you training? Who do you think? No. Like, we've been asked to do these things. We have something to give, and I love being able to help other people. And I also want to tell people that, do you know what, it's not easy, but if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. It's about doing what you can do and what you're willing to do more than. If you can't do it, just do it, and you'll realize you can do it. You know, we tell these stories in our head so many times. You know, for instance, the public speaking, but some of you know that on our family fun day we had back in the summer, I've got absolutely petrified of heights. For some reason, Sophia decided to go first, and then the guy's like, all right, your mum, you can go after. And I was like, oh my God, probably the best thing, because I think I would have talked myself out of it if I had waited. I was shaking the whole time. I literally cried the whole way around, and then I sobbed into Suzanne's arms once it was done. And people just run around that but it was just a fear that was instilled in me from I don't know where. But I knew I had to face it. I had to, because, not only that, Sophia's there watching me. So if I find something that's tough and I'm not going to do it, what's that showing her? Children and people around us don't do what we ask them to do or tell them to do. They do what they see us doing. And we need to be that role model. We need to be that leader to really pave the way. Like Fiona, she didn't have anybody in the UK, and she had to pave the way for every single one of us on this call tonight, to show us that, the way to go, the way, no matter what, she'd never gave up. And I'm so thankful to Fiona for saying yes, and finding out 10 years worth of trial and error, and doing the do and commitment and tenacity, that no matter what attitude, everything that was outlaid in the confidence, Fiona's done to get to where she is today. And so, and always think to yourself, this is another thing that I said today, what's the worst that can happen? Really think about it, like, what is the worst that can happen? And is it really that bad? Also, a couple of books I absolutely love is Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers. And another one to get you going is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 by Mel Robbins, who happens to be our incredible keynote speaker at GTC at Vegas this year, which is amazing. So yeah, and basically doing what you fear, build your confidence naturally, because it sort of tells you, oh, I was really scared of that, but I done it anyway. Oh, it wasn't as scary as I thought it was. And it teaches us so much. So yeah, that's about facing your fears. Does anybody have any questions yet? Is that all good? It's good. I will check the chat at the end and answer any questions. And developing yourself. So if you want to build confidence, then we have to take action. Because if we always do what we've always done, we'll always get what we've always got. So if you want more confidence, you have to do something that's going to build that confidence. Finding the top ways that develop yourself. So, audios, self-development books. There's courses. Gabby Bernstein, and a couple of you guys went to her event. You've got Tony Robbins, T.R. Vecker, The Millionaire Mind, which is one of the first ones I ever went to, thanks to Zoe Allen. There's so many ways that you can build, learn and grow. I took the decision to get a business coach, business and life coach. Decided that there were some things that were blocking me that I was struggling to figure out on my own, and it's made such a difference in my life. And not everyone has to do that. Not everyone needs to do that. It's just what I needed. So you just got to find what works for you. There is so much online to completely and utterly bury yourself in to become the best version of yourself. But unless we take action on doing those things, we're not going to grow. And there's 3 things: ask, believe and receive. So we've got to ask the universe. Everyone knows about the law of attraction. If you don't, Secret's a really good book to start with, by Rhonda Byrne. But we can't just go, oh yeah, right, I'm going to ask for this, yeah, I believe it's coming, and then we're going to receive it. We have to take that action, the inspired action that allows us to get the results that we're really looking for. We act in spite of fear, act in spite of doubt, act in spite of uncertainty, act in spite of inconvenience. Fiona McCarthy, Danny Wells, all the leaders in this group have done exactly that to get them to where they are today. So if you do want a different end result than what you've got right now, and to build your confidence, just follow these steps. I will load this PowerPoint up into the training. Let me have a little look. And yeah, so thank you for listening. A little bit of homework. So practice your visualizations. Read a couple of these books. Not all of them. You choose one of them. So Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. If you've read that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 by Mel Robbins, or Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It by Kamal, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Ravikant? I'm not too sure. An incredible book, 30 minutes, that's fully, all of you really should be able to read that. It's a 30-minute book, and it's £3 on the Kindle app. Literally, I've been recommending it to everyone because it's been incredible. So I just want to say lots of love. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to check the chat. Unmute if you want to ask any questions, please. Thank you, Danny. Just going to check. Start too early. Soon. Yep. I hope that helped, and it's going to give you some simple steps to be able to. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask actually about Maui, because you all want to know. Yep. If you've got any questions, because there's a lot going on in the chat, if you've got any questions, please unmute. But I'd love to hear from the incredible National Vice President Fiona McCarthy about her trip to Maui. I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
Oh. Aloha! Aloha! Mahalo! I actually did a call before this at 8 p.m. for an hour on Maui. So I can get that posted. And so you can go on to listen to that. Just to say, it was unbelievably breathtaking, guys, and so worth the journey. You know, we were just like, it was a pinching moment. Every single second I was breathing in this air, I was looking at these incredible colors. They never stopped giving us the leis, flowers. We were getting things like little golden, like pineapples that were candles, from the flowers, you know, getting recognized on stage, to oh my goodness, these amazing bottles, like these tin bottles. It was just, and also I will say that the leadership, the training was second to none. Julie Newcomb, who sponsors Susan McCannon, who obviously I'm directing now, loves all of you. Can I just say, they absolutely love the UK team. They're like, we just can feel the love, we feel the energy. Stacey, that was absolutely incredible. Everything you said tonight, I echo that 1,000 times. You're just like a mini me. We've got so much energy, and we're like, oh, we don't really know what we're doing, but we're just going to do it anyway, and da da da. And even though you may never feel that you truly, you know, every level is different. And can I just say something like, oh, bless Danny, something that Julie Newcomb said that has just rung in my head. She said, when you get to district, well done. District manager, great. Now go build a district. Okay. When you get to area manager, the paychecks get good. Okay. Well done. Now go build an area. When you get to regional vice president, fantastic. Now go build a region. And the same thing when you get to nation, now go build a nation. And it's true, because you get there, but that's you now there, but now you need to build wherever level you're at. You build a district strong, and then you get to area. You build the area at area to get to region. So, you know, everybody, your business will go through things like, it took me, okay, never beat yourself up, please. I was like, at the beginning, the fear, we all face the same things. And can I just say, some people go faster, some people go slower, and it really doesn't matter. It's all about the journey that we have, our individual story, the confidence, Stacey, spot on. And you know that you will tell and share this, and your story, 10,000 hours is a minimum amount of time you need to spend in your profession to become the expert in your field. 10,000 hours. So how many hours have you put into your Arbonne business? And if you're not where you want to be, guess what? You haven't done that 10,000 hours to be at the top of the profession yet, but you will. Everybody can do it. So you know what? It took me 3 years and, it took me 2 years and 2 months to get to district. It took me 3 years and 3 months. District took me 1 month, right? 1 month to get to district manager. Then I built a district. So then it took me 2 years, 2 months to get to area. And then I was there, and then I built an area. It took me 3 years and 3 months to get to region. Then I was a region. It took me just short of 4 years to get to national vice president. Then now I'm building a nation, right? So just understand that you guys can get everything you want. And you will. And I was there not because of me. I was there because all of you on this call. And I kept thinking, oh, by the way, I've got loads of gifts for you guys. I've got these little like table mats that I was taking from the hotel, like some weirdo. Got the napkins wherever they are. you know what, got merchandise, because you guys, you deserve this, and I just can't wait to show you around and boast and love on you and give you an amazing gift. And I'll just show you one more gift that Julie Newcomb gave me, some jewelry. Never stops, right? Now, President Kennedy's wife, Jacqueline Kennedy, commissioned jewelry from only one jewelry maker. They now don't work anymore, so now you cannot buy this jewelry. And she gave me this gift, and these are all stones, real stones. I don't know if you can see the colors, like absolutely stunning. And this is waiting for all of you guys. So there are things like, I know all the new products coming for the next year. I know everything, right? It's weird. I can tell you some stuff. January the 16th, there will be a new product come out. And in February, but I can't tell you what. But I can tell you a bit about Germany. I can tell you that checks will be not once a month, they'll be once a week. I can tell you things like that. It's very exciting. That's what I'm going to tell you for now. But I'll post that in Zoom call. I'll get Lisa to post it. So go listen to that, and you can hear from beginning to end. Danny Cowie, I have your stone from the beach. And so basically, guys, you know what? Aloha, I'm going to end on the spiritual journey here. Aloha. Aloha is the spirit, the birth of life, the universe. We come from people who come from people who come from people. Ha are the whales. I was in the Infinity Pool drinking Mai Tai, watching a mother and daughter whale go ha, and that is the ha, the breath that comes out. They hold their breath for 26 minutes underwater. They go from the Atlantic to Hawaii, where they give birth to babies in this warm pool, warm waters. I didn't see one or two. I saw about 14 whales, like from this pool. I mean, it was just incredible. Aloha, and the ha, when the wind touches you, that's the ha. That's the universe, like stroking you gently, saying, "I'm here. I'm here." And you know what, guys? We are here for each other. We are here to show other people. Your paycheck is directly from how many people you've helped in Arbonne. That's your paycheck. It reflects on who you are and who you've become and the people you've had to step out your comfort zone and do things. I tell you, it still makes me feel sick. Do you think it's easy? It still makes me like get a lump in my throat. You know, it's like, oh, this is still not comfortable, but I know what is on the other side of that. The discomfort for the comfort, okay? And that is an incredible world for you and your family. So all of you, I love you. That was incredible. I missed you guys so much. I haven't seen you guys for so long. I'm like, I need my fix. I need my people. So yeah, so looking forward to seeing you all guys live next weekend if you come to a roadshow, and love you all. So thank you, Stacey. Back to you, my love.
Thank you so much, Fiona. That was absolutely incredible. I am going to stop the recording, guys, and then if anyone that wants to have a chat, ask any questions, feel free. Danny done that last week and it worked really well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm going to stop the recording.